All right. Welcome, everyone, and great to see so many of you attending this webinar on the new release for the pCon.planner version 8.13. So my name is Fleur Slobbe, Account Manager at Eastern Graphics, and I will be your host for this webinar. The aim of this webinar is to take you all the way through the new features within the application. We will record the webinar and send the recordings afterwards, together with a PDF document of this presentation. So you do not need to take notes, but it is totally up to you, of course, if you would like to do that. So during the session, you can send in all your questions, and at the end, we will discuss some of the questions depending on the time we have left. Also, if you have any problems during the session in terms of connection, or if you can't hear us, please let us know, because I'll be watching the comments during this session. And now I would like to give the floor to our product coordinator, Mark Zwegers.
Hi, everybody. Also, a warm welcome from my side. Hope you can hear me and see me properly. And I will start sharing my screen accordingly. So just a second. Hope you can see my screen. Don't know if you can give a confirmation, Fleur, about that.
Yeah,
I guess.
all good.
Okay, all good. Good to go. And let's go then. pCon.planner 8.13. That's what this session is about, of course. And the release of pCon.planner 8.13 was launched last week on the 10th of November. The automatic update via pCon Update was released yesterday. So different ways to install this new version of pCon.planner. And in this session, as Fleur already mentioned, we are going to discuss some new features, a couple of major topics with some concrete examples, but also some minor topics that will be addressed. That's what this session is about. And let's take a look at the first big topic that's in 8.13. And that's about materials. And what is meant with materials is about rich material information, to be exact, because pCon.planner 8.13 supports materials with enhanced information from pCon catalog. So the material information is shown in the materials dialog, but what's more, information on a specific material is displayed, for example, when hovering over a surface with a material, some more information is also seeable in the material editor itself. So before I will give you a concrete example, some more information about that. So the materials that will be shown will initially be read-only, not editable, but can be unlocked via the material editor, which will remove information so that you can apply your own settings on the specific material. And it's preserved in DWG, PAC, and PBox format. So it's also part of your PAC exports, for example. Within the material editor itself, there will be a new material information panel that can be switched on and off. The way that the material information will be shown is depending on the product language setting that you have applied within your own pCon.planner application. Depending on the way that a manufacturer has incorporated the material information, it will be shown within the material itself. And there will be a link available to pCon catalog with a redirect to that exact material within the library itself to get some more information about the material. So that's something that I will showcase in just a few seconds. And And also I will give a concrete example on how it looks in the material editor, as you can see on this screen. So let me just get to pCon.planner. And there we go. So here you'll see a sample project with a texture that I applied on the wall in this case. And once I hover on the wall, there will be like a tooltip with the unique material, which comes from Glamora, in this case, the Moribana, with the according product series name from the Korean home. And once I go to the material editor, and use the material picker accordingly, I will be led to that exact material, as you already are familiar with. But from here, you will see some enriched material information on the right-hand side, as you can see, which is delivered by the manufacturer itself, and also with a link that says show in pCon catalog. And once I click on that, I will be directed to that same material in pCon catalog. And the resolution is quite large, but I guess that's because I'm sharing my screen for some reason. So, but it will be showed in a normal way without any restrictions. So you can unlock the material itself. And then you'll get a message. This operation enables editing of vendor-defined materials. Do you want to perform this? And if you say yes, you will have the possibility to adjust the material itself accordingly, and maybe give some more description to that used material itself. So that's what it's all about. If we look at the material editor, you will see show description, in which you can display the options of the material preview or hide it in a way that I just instructed you about. But initially, the displayed material information cannot be edited. So you have to unlock it in case it comes from a specific manufacturer. And the information is based on the selected data language. So that's what the rich material is about. Some other additional improvements in the material catalog. An import of mod files has come available. There's like a changed filter functionality. So a filter for specific material types, hidden materials. So OFML materials are filtered by default. And there's a filter for materials from attachments, which I will address later on. So that's all regarding the material editor dialog in this case. Switching back to the presentation. So the same texture that I just showcased in pCon.planner is also shown on this example over here, as you can see, and these slides will be shared with you afterwards. So to give you a concrete example on that as well. So the second big topic is the material report. And what is meant with material report? Within the application menu in the export section, you will find a new category, building information. And it's basically a report with material information of single or multiple spaces that you can apply or select yourself. So basically, it's like an Excel file, an Excel file format, which provides a global and a space-specific list of materials and accumulated areas in an approximated way. So it's like a document that provides more insights for architects by giving material-related information for selected rooms or spaces. So it's about walls, floors, ceilings, and pitch roofs, for example, that are included in the generated Excel file type. So area measurements according to brutto net areas and circumferences round of the package, and a wide range of architecture elements are also taken into account, as well as user-defined objects with own names in this case. So I will showcase where you can find this. But most important for you to know also is that the generated Excel format, which is like an XLSX, does not need an installed Microsoft Excel app. It's included within pCon.planner and generated accordingly. But as I already said, and maybe like a summarization, it's like a calculation base with an approximation for interior designers and architects. So what it basically looks like, some concrete examples is like this, in which, based upon the drawing on the left-hand side, will generate like a material report that has been shown on the right side. Furthermore, regarding custom objects, the Excel file can handle closed 2D shapes. So as you can see in the example on the right-hand side, with the space 1 and the space 2, the Excel file type will divide different spaces on different tabs in the Excel file, and it will be like space 1, space 2, space 3, etc. And in this example, you will see two different spaces with an architecture element A that fully belongs to space 1, C that fully belongs to space 2, and B that has a kind of overlap, which will be taken in the approximation, the generation of the file type in both space 1 and space 2. So that's how it's done. Within pCon.planner, the name property must be filled. So elements without a name will be ignored. And yeah, as I said, objects that are even partially located in the space are completely included on different tabs in this case. Before I will showcase the Excel file type, some noteworthy restrictions. So walls are always considered at their full length, even if partly covered. So for example, with ceilings, the wall inserts are treated as rectangles. Overlapping wall inserts are not supported. And wall inserts in the floor plan walls are not supported. And rounded walls and sloping ceilings are being approximated. So to give you a concrete example of what the Excel file type looks like, let me see. So based on this drawing in pCon.planner, I would go to File and then Export. And here you'll find building information. And once I click on that, you'll have the possibility to use the Save As and select Material Report in this case and say Save. And from here, you'll have the possibility to select the different rooms with your mouse in pCon.planner that have to be included in this Excel file. So in a way that I now select the different spaces in my drawing. And in this case, you can see down below, selected spaces is 12. And you have to press Enter to confirm. So I will. And this will create the report accordingly. And it would look like this. I will have to switch to the English version to make it more clear. So here you'll find the basic overview with the number of spaces, some area of ceilings, walls, floors, and the custom categories. And from there, with the different tabs available in the Excel file type, you will have the total material list available and a separation into the spaces accordingly, with the different labels that you will find over here: gross area, net area, the unit that's being used, and manufacturer series information coming out of pCon catalog in this case. So to get back to the Glamora wallpaper that I used in the drawing before, you will see over here that it has been applied in this drawing with the specific gross and net area, to be exact. Here you will find the manufacturer name, and a direct link to pCon catalog again, which will guide you to the specific wallpaper in pCon catalog itself. So quite easy to use, quite easy to understand, I guess. And yeah, this could be used as your calculation basis in this way. So just go to the main menu in pCon.planner, click on File, Export, Building Information, and don't forget to select the Material Report, XLSX. Just select the rooms that you want to be included in the Excel file, press Enter, and you're good to go. So I hope that's clear. Getting back to the presentation again, the third big topic of today is about attachments, or also called XREFs. What are attachments? Attachments are references to other DWG files, also known as XREFs. So complex drawings become more structured and easier to process with this new attachment concept. And it allows you to set links to external DWG files. And these attached files can be loaded into your main project, where they are displayed as a regular part of your drawing, but initially locked for editing. So this concept enables multiple persons to work on different parts of a drawing at once. So adding changes on one part created externally to the project as a whole becomes a lot easier. So furthermore, file sizes stay lower, and the loading and saving processes for complex files are also being accelerated. So with this attachment concept, the semantic structure of your project becomes clearer, since attachments enable you, for example, to separate changes regarding your floor plan and your interior design elements, for example, and to merge them back into one combined file when finished. So a main project file could or might have many references to other DWG files, and you can manually include or select attachments, and they will be displayed as if they were part of the main file. So attachments themselves are locked containers that cannot be manipulated in any way. So in case you wanted to make changes to specific attachments, you would have to go into those attachment files itself, make your changes, and update them into the combined DWG as your total project file type. So that being said, the attachment creation and management is a pro-only feature, but the visualization and loading of attachment is also supported in the standard and marketing edition of pCon.planner as well. So yeah, as I already mentioned, it's like a new workflow in processing of larger projects. So it allows you to work on individual components of a project with multiple users at the same time. Yeah, it's allowing you to like split projects in this case. So that being said, I will get to pCon.planner to showcase that to you as well. So as you can see, here I have like a drawing, which includes of different attachments. And where you can find those attachments is on the Edit tab, Attachments, as you can see over here. And once I click on this button, you will see that I have loaded multiple DWG files as attachments for my combined drawing in this case. And those DWG files are stored over here, as you can see. So for like each layer or part of your total planning, I created like a unique DWG that I included or attached as a reference, as you can see over here. So for example, one for the furniture, one for the design itself, the electrical plan, the floor plan, the plumbing plan, etc. So via the plus icon, you could, from your local file drive or the shared file drive, attach a new file, being like a reference in this case, or select an existing attachment and remove that via the gray X, as you can see. For now, I will showcase how an update on one of the DWGs, the attachments will be loaded into the combined one. So for example, I will switch to the furniture attachment, as you can see. And to give you like a really basic example, I am quickly going to change or adjust the fabric color of one of the chairs, for example. So I change it from green to red, as you can see. I save this. And from there, once the saving is done, I will get back to the combined DWG file type, get back to the attachments overview again. This one. And if I say update, fingers crossed, you will see that the chair has been changed with the according fabric color as I adjust it in the separate DWG. So this way, as I already mentioned before, you are able to work in different DWG files with multiple people and let that be combined in this DWG as your primary project file. So I hope that makes some things clear in this case. And if you have any more questions on this topic, you know where to find us, I guess. So getting back to the presentation, we just saw the attachment manager. So it's like a new function, a new window to operate on attachments. It displays the list of attached files. So you could add, remove, load or unload attachments. So in case you want to unload, you can press this icon, for example. If you want to load again, you can renew it. And it will give you like a clear example of which parts of your plan are being loaded or visible or unloaded and hide it in this case. So that's basically it. Some further comments on the usage of attachments. Every time an attachment is loaded, it's the most recent version of your drawing. Attachment can be placed freely and are also supported by copy, paste, and quick copy functions. So attachments are placed on an extra layer in the layer manager in pCon.planner. And if you move or hover with your mouse on a specific element of your combined drawing, it will add like a specific icon on your cursor to give it an indication that you're working with an attachment itself. So that is about the attachments. How to transfer articles within attachments. So articles are transferred to article list and export. So what you see is what you get, and are being processed by article list generations like you would with regular articles in pCon.planner. The layers are prefixed with the according attachment name, yeah, visibility settings are preserved, even if attachments are unloaded. So, as I already mentioned, the materials are displayed, that are being displayed are read-only. So, as I already instructed in the first topic of today, and can be used to derive a copy for the main project and can be filtered in a material list. So, once more, articles are frozen in the attachment container. So if you want to make changes to the according elements of your drawing, make sure that you're working with the attachment DWG and update it to the combined one. So that being said, all being said about attachments, then some other minor topics. Enhanced sharing process. So the media sharing process has improved in two different ways. So content from the image dialog can now be handed over to Impress directly from the screen where you make a render. So the share icon has been implemented as part of the dialog, and the share dialog does now also include like a preview image of the content that you want to share. So on opening the dialog, the share link will automatically be copied to your clipboard. So I will showcase that to you as well. For example, this one. Just make a quick render image. Sorry. I forget this one, of course. And now the image has been generated. And from here, you could directly press share to make it available and seeable for your client as well. And here you will get like the preview image, as you can see. And from here, you have the possibility to directly scan the QR code or copy the link and share it with, for example, your client accordingly. Furthermore, getting back to the presentation. It supports images and panoramas, but also multi-content variants. So there are different ways to go to. The information window is renamed from product information to information for more generic content, and is always in sync with the selection now. So retaining information about the last article was misleading in previous pCon.planner versions, but that's now being changed. The video creation process has also been enhanced. So in the past, with previous pCon.planner versions, you had to use a video converter to make it your video available into an MP4 format. So to convert it from an AVI to an MP4, but from pCon.planner 8.13 onwards, an MP4 will directly be generated. So it's like a faster process to make videos available. So there are no file size limitations anymore, and a Windows integrated codec app is being used to directly generate a video with a specific width, height, frames per second, and a quality indicator, as you can see on the low. So yeah, just create your animation path, create the video, and you could directly save it into like an MP4 file type from now onwards. So I think that's also like, yeah, a good improvement in pCon.planner 8.13. So a converter is no longer needed anymore. You will also like find out that the products tab in pCon.planner, the products icon is changed to B2B catalog, but that's primarily the name of the button in this case. Yeah, something that you have to take into account in this case. Some other user interface enhancements that are being made, but yeah, not big enough, I guess, to address it in this presentation. So additional length units being added into pCon.planner 8.13, yards a mile, and a more improved and unified unit formatting. So yeah, the way that it's being represented in this sheet, as you can see, which you will find also in pCon.planner itself. So this is like the summary of the, yeah, as we call them, the breaking changes that are also addressed in this webinar. And yeah, that's something to round up, I guess. So yeah, just go check it out for yourself. And in case you have any more questions, well, you know where to find us. And please also take a look on the download center, the service desk that we provide to you with some more in-depth information about pCon.planner, and also our YouTube channels that will be added with some more video tutorials in the upcoming period. So that's it.
All right. Thank you very much, Mark, for taking
You're
us through
welcome.
the new features of the pCon.planner. Good to mention this webinar was only focused on the new features. So some of the slides also showed that the features are only available in the pCon.planner Pro, for example. If you're interested in the differences between the free versions and the Pro version of the pCon.planner, we are more than happy to provide you a short demonstration about that as well. Now is the time also to send in questions if you have any. So please do so via the Q&A session. If you are interested in training your team on how to use the pCon.planner and the new features, for example, please know that we offer different types of training on that, both online and live. And you can choose between different options as well as personalized or company training. Another good thing to mention is that we are Eastern Graphics Netherlands, responsible for the Benelux market, Ireland, UK, and outside of Europe. So if you're outside of that area, please head to your own contact person from pCon. And if you're unsure who to contact, you can also let us know, of course. Then coming Thursday, we will be hosting 2 webinars on the pCon.basket, which is our quotation tool. There will be one in English and one in Dutch again, like today. So you can still sign up for that if you're interested, and you can find the subscription link on our social media. But if you can't find it, you can let us know. Then I will go to the questions and see if we can answer some of them. think it's sent in the chat. Most people say thank you, great changes. One question from Michael. Will it be possible in the future to use GPU for renders? Now with Osprey, it's based on CPU only.
Can't say anything about that in this point of time, but yeah, if there's more to share, then we will via our generic channels, I guess. So
yeah. Someone is asking about spiral staircases.
I think that's something to get back to outside of this webinar.
Yeah. All right. And a question about curved glass. It's also something that hasn't been mentioned in this webinar.
Yeah, so I guess if there are any questions about functions outside of this webinar, it's best to contact us via support, for example, so we can give you like a personalized answer on that one.
Yeah, indeed. And if you're not in our area, then you can also contact your own pCon contact person, of course. I think there are no more questions coming in. So please know the session is recorded. We will share the recordings with you. And also we will send a survey on this webinar. We would highly appreciate it if you spend a few minutes to answer our questions about the webinar, because it would really help us by improving it for the future. So thank you in advance for filling that out. I see, Michael, you're wondering about the pCon.basket webinar. I'll send it to you after this session. All right. Thank you very much. We wish you a very nice day. We hope to see each other soon. Maybe it's good to know that coming February, our team will be present at the Workspace Design Show in London. So maybe we will see you there. And otherwise, you might see us in the next webinar. And yeah, please contact us if necessary.
So thank you all for attending and have fun using the new pCon.planner version.
Yeah. Enjoy. All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.